All right, here we go. Welcome back. In this episode of the mighty Maximize Method, we are talking about reviews. Probably my favorite part of this whole thing. I just love this part so much. It is so powerful, well beyond Google Maps. So here we go. First thing you want to do is prepare. So you want to find your review link, and that is really simple. You just go over here to Google and you click on promote. You have your business pulled up in search and you're logged into the account that you use to manage it, and you click promote, and then you simply click ask for reviews here, and you're going to see this link. And so it says, give customers a link to review your business. Reviews build trust, straight from the mouth of Google. Wonderful to hear. And then you just copy your link, and so I would keep that somewhere safe. Keep it in a notepad or somewhere ready at all times. Keep it on your phone. Keep it on your computer. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's your review link, so keep it handy. Now that you have that, you want to be sure to respond to all reviews. And I'm going to go into this in detail in one more video, but I want to show you the negative review best practices. And I'm going to actually give you a spreadsheet for all of this, so it really can be mindless. Now, you don't want to be mindless with your customers. I'm just saying, instead of spending way too much time thinking about what exactly to say, we have a framework here, a proven out framework, with the idea in mind that you're responding to the person who's reading the review in the future. Of course, you're responding to the person who left the review, for sure. But you're also, you want to respond with the person in mind who's going to be reading that review in the future. So for good reviews, you want to say thank you. You want to say your commitment. You want to say how valuable that person is, and you want to give them a call to action to do something. In bad reviews, you want to say thank you. You want to take responsibility for what happened, even if it's the customer's fault. You want to take responsibility for it. You want to reaffirm your commitment to excellence, and then you want to say contact us so we can resolve this. All right, so let's get into some of these strategies for actually how to get these reviews now that you're kind of prepared with your review link and you're prepared with a way to follow up with these people. So probably the most powerful way we've seen that really gets responses, if you really want reviews, offer an Amazon gift card. And it can be small, like $10 gift card for Amazon. Amazon works best because you can send it digitally. It's not a physical thing that you have to actually like mail or give to somebody. So that works really well. We see a great response with this. And you don't have to do this forever. This could just be to start getting your review velocity going, getting like a steady, a consistent flow of reviews. And especially if you wanted to, say, overtake a competitor in town or something, this is well worth it, because reviews are positive word of mouth. Like, word of mouth is the best referral we can get as business owners, right? But if we have word of mouth times 1,000 or times 10,000 or times 20, 50,000, like, these public reviews are extremely valuable. They increase conversions, they increase trust, they increase rankings on Google, they make other people compelled to buy from us and use our company. So the more of these we have, it's going to well surpass a $10 gift card. Now, if you're an attorney, for example, or you have some sort of higher end product but fewer clients or customers or patients, then you can offer a more valuable gift card, like a $50 gift card for just fewer times, right? So again, this really does see a good response. Do not, however, offer a discount to your company. This can come off as a ploy to get people to come back to your business, to do business with you again, even though you're asking them for a favor. So I just would not offer discounts to your own service. I would give them a third-party gift card of some sort. And then you can give a handout. And here's a handout, like a PDF, where it shows in very clear steps how to write a review. And you can hand this in person to the people so that they have something to hold and grasp and walk out of your store with, for example. Or you could email this PDF to them, or you could mail this PDF to them. But it's really easy to create this. If you want this created for you, I'll have a link somewhere and we can create this for you, and just specifically for your business so that you can hand out. Also, if you join Rep Launch, we actually have a media center built into it, and all you have to do is log into your RepLaunch portal and go to the media center and design this exactly how you would like it designed, your colors and everything. So you can see we have business cards, we have custom cards, we have vertical business like tall cards, we have postcards, and there are lots of others in here. These are just 4 examples that I'm giving you. And you can even have a QR code that scans right to your Google review thing. So very handy, and that's built in to RepLaunch if you join into that, which I, of course, highly recommend. It automates pretty much everything about reviews. Then we have the Employee Standard Operating Procedure. And this one is, actually, this is great. I have to thank one of our associates, Celinda, for this. This is the exact strategy that she gave her team a few years ago, and she got 37 reviews in a month. So basically what you do is you make it a part of the procedure for employees to ask, were you pleased with my service today? The customer says, yes, I'm very thankful. And the employee says, that's great, Mrs. Smith. Would you mind doing me a favor? And, Mrs. Smith says, sure. And the employee says, I know my boss would really like to know how I did today. Would you mind going onto Google and searching XYZ towing and leaving a Google 5-star review? And of course, Mrs. Smith says, of course. And if if your employee ticks someone off, obviously don't ask this, but I guarantee that you will get quick results with this simple question. Guaranteed. Using the my boss would like to know request gets more hits than just, can you tell the general public? Okay, so my boss would like to know, it works. The second thing you can do with your employees is to make a contest out of it with the team. For example, the person that gets their name mentioned the most in a 1-month period on Google reviews gets $50. And it is well worth it to hand out this $50 to employees to get those reviews. And it's a good competition. It boosts the morale. It enhances customer service. And all your employees have to do is add, would you mind going onto Google and searching, for instance, XYZ towing, and mention my name, Chris, when you leave that Google 5-star review? I was at Waterloo Ice House in Austin one day, I think it was last year, and they were doing this. There was this new waitress. I had a business meeting there, and she, at the end of our meeting, she said that almost this exact same thing. She said, can you leave us a review on Google or Yelp and mention my name? We're having a contest, and it works. It absolutely works. So use one of those 2 employee strategies. All right, so now we have some email follow-up. This is the 5th strategy for getting reviews. I have put all of these emails that you're about to see into a PDF, and it is below this video or in this area somewhere. You can download it, and this is yours. So I'm not going to read through each of these emails. You can do that on your own time, and you'd probably get bored if I was just sitting here reading to you. So essentially, you want to email follow-up. So if you're not a member of RepLaunch, then you want to set this up manually. You want to put aside time in your calendar to send this, or have an employee, or an administrator send these emails manually to each customer or patient or client after the service is done. But I'll show you automation here in just a second. But these are some sample emails you can use. There are 8 that you will see in this PDF, and very simply, just different types of requests. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll through these. Like I said, you have this PDF, and you can either pause this video and read them, or download the PDF and grab yourself your own copy and do with it as you please. Okay, so the 6th strategy for this is total automation. Now, I'd recommend if you have employees to also have them do this. It's really not hard. Also, you have an employee training center, a reputation, so we can train all of your employees on reputation in RepLaunch. That is also built into your portal, and I'll show that to you in just a second. I would highly recommend putting an employee strategy in place to get reviews. So now for total automation. This is really cool. Total automation, it just blows me away. The things that we are able to do in this day and age, it's just so very powerful. Okay, so here we have a sign-in form. So what you want to do is you have a sign-in form, whether you have a doctor's office and they come in and they sign in on a tablet, or you you're a carpet cleaner, you're a service provider or something, you go out to the house, the employee can sign in once they get to the house, so that you can see this in real time. You'll see when somebody signs in. And essentially what they do is they sign in the customer's phone number. So the customer puts in their phone number, or the employee puts in the customer's or the phone number for them. And then they're taken to, if the phone is not in the system, they're taken to this screen. All of these colors can be customized, by the way. This red, this image right here does not have to be here. The red can be any color. This text can be any color. So, completely customizable. I'm just putting crazy colors up here to show that, and to remind myself to tell you that it's customizable. And so then once they put in their phone number, they're taken to this screen, which, it asks for their name, email, and do they agree to receive SMS texts, updates, and specials. So in the US, you need to get permission to send them marketing text messages. Email is a different story, but the marketing text messages are a must. You can be fined, I think, $1,500 if you don't have permission and send people text messages. Then these are optional questions. So if you need to have them fill out some sort of questionnaire, maybe they fill out a questionnaire on for their doctor's appointment or something. All of this is HIPAA compliant, by the way. Then you would just have them do this. But if this is not optional and you do not need questions to be asked, then this would be the final step. It would just be sign up, and then they would be taken right into this page. So then after the service is over, what happens is typically within 3 hours of the service being done, or the product having been purchased, or the person leaving the store, our system follows up with emails and text messages. So 3 hours, they get an email, and then they will also get a text message saying something similar, asking them to leave feedback. And if they don't leave feedback, then the next day, 24 hours later, they get another one. And if they don't do that, then the next day they get another one. And so we just have a 3-day sequence, and then you can log in and follow up with them even more if they don't, or we can follow up with them next week or what have you. So what happens is when they click this button, or any of the buttons that we send them, they're taken to a feedback page. And again, all of these colors are customizable. And what happens on this feedback page is they leave their name, email, phone number, rate their experience, leave feedback, press let's go, and they're taken to this page, which has this nice lady, one of our spokesmodels, saying thank you. And then essentially we say, a great way to support our local business is to press the copy review button, and then press the Google button, and paste the review that you just wrote on our Google profile. Now, if you don't want to go through this and get the internal feedback, now this is your feedback, it's in your CRM, and even if it's not public, you now have this review, this valuable review. You collected feedback, you collected a review, and you can additionally market to them through this promotions area, and I will show you that later. But people who rate you 4 stars and 5 stars, they are ready and willing to buy again, right? So we have a built-in promotion system where you can do any promotion you want and send them only to the 4 and 5 star rated reviews. So that's one of the benefits of this positive feedback. Now, if you didn't want to do that, we can direct them straight to the Google page if you want. But we found that this works. You get internal feedback, and then a portion of those people who leave this feedback here also leave it on Google. Not all of them will, but a lot of them will. But the thing is it's consistent, right? So this is just a screenshot of it on mobile. Now what happens if they leave a 3, 2, or 1 star review using our total automation system? Well, then they're taken to this page where they can explain what happened that was unsatisfactory and tell us what we can do better so that it won't happen again. And then you send this to the manager, and then instead of going to Google, it just goes to like a thank you page on your website. So now this is the login for your CRM. You'll have your own login to this Rep Launch thing, and you can add all of your contacts. This is your CRM. Normally this costs, I don't know, hundreds of dollars a month, but we are, on a mission to empower business owners with affordable software and services. And so all of this is built in at one price. everything you're about to see. So we got the add contacts button. You can upload your own list. Then you can go and manage your own list, go into the Contacts CRM. And, if you join RepLaunch, there's deeper training on this. I'm just giving you the overview. Then you have your campaigns, so you can create new email campaigns, text message campaigns, review request campaigns, apology campaigns, thank you campaigns, all kinds of stuff. Then you can go in, build your own promotion. We host the web pages. All you have to do is fill in your headline, the body text, put an image up. What's your discount? Is it like a 50% off for July 4th or whatever? And then we create a beautiful page for you. And then we also have it implemented into the email so that you can send this email to 4-star and 5-star customers. And it links directly to that promotions page. So very, very powerful if you want just some quick money or launch a promotion and make sure that all of your customers know about it. And then we have the message center where you can handle the messages that you send one-on-one to your customers and clients and patients. And we have here's the access to your sign-in form, which is, the thing that I just showed you. We have the training center, which is where your employees would go to be trained on reputation. We have the latest reputation reports to see how your reputation is doing across the web. We have your feedback page, which is, again, that thing that I just showed you, so you can direct people to your feedback page. And of course, there's your media center, which is where you can design your print media. So the benefits of this sign-in strategy is that no one has to manually send emails or text. You don't have to block off time on your calendar to do this anymore. Your administrator, it really frees up a lot of time. You capture customer data and build your customer list. Your receptionist or whoever doesn't have to transfer names, emails, phone numbers, date of birth, time, etc. from a clipboard into the computer. It frees up time to do more useful things for you or her or him. It provides accurate customer information, right? You don't have to interpret chicken scratch. And you're able to monitor employees out in the field, because if you tell them to sign the customer in when they arrive on the location, you're able to monitor them much easier, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it. And then you can follow up with customers for other reasons besides just reviews. Other ways to use the sign-in strategy: it replaces the clipboard sign-in form, as I just said, no more chicken scratch. You can replace the fishbowl for business cards, very handy. You can use it as a sign-out form, so you know exactly when people sign in and out. It can also be used as a waiting list. So if you have a restaurant, we have a waiting list feature built into the sign-in form where you can just text the person that their table is ready. Super cool. On-site service sign-in, cleaning, plumbing, appliance repair, etc. Like I just said. I know it's a little redundant there. Sales accountability strategy for a sales floor. VIP sign-up form, registration page for trade shows and meetings, etc. And of course, like I said before, I'm repeating myself here a bit, list building strategy. And you can also use it as an enter to win contest page. So pretty sweet. Now, getting reviews from your past customers, what you would want to do is upload your list of customers to that CRM if you are a member of RepLaunch. And then all you would have to do is assign them to a campaign or create a campaign. And if you become a member of RepLaunch, we will do this for you your first time. And if you need us to continue doing it for you, we can handle that as well. We'd be happy to. In summary, you got to get a strategy in place. I would recommend blocking off a time to follow up, to send any of these emails that you now have in your PDF. Block off a time, if you're doing this manually, to send these emails after the service. Every, maybe Monday and Friday or Wednesday and Friday or whenever you want. You don't have to follow up with them 3 hours after they leave like our system does. So just put it in your calendar. You have to. Otherwise, it gets lost. And if it's automated, then all you need to do is show employees how to use the sign-in form. And, I think we've all used a sign-in form before. You type in your phone number, you click a button, you type in your name and your email, you click a button, and that's it. I mean, it's really that simple. If you use the waiting list, we have additional training on that. Also, just clicks of a button. Really hard work here in the 21st century. And you could optionally get a tablet for your office, and that way people can sign in on the tablet in the office. Your employees can just have this pulled up on their phone when they go out into the office. You don't need a dedicated tablet for it. You have a link to the sign-in form, and that's all there is to it. Super cool. All right, so that is the review strategy. Whether you're doing it manually or automated, These strategies are guaranteed to grow your reviews if you do them. The nice thing about if you do them is if it's automated, you don't have to do any ifs. You do them. It's going to happen, guaranteed, no matter what. If you do it manually, then yeah, it's guaranteed to increase your 5-star reviews. And what you want, as I've explained in other videos, you want consistency with reviews. You have to have the consistency in the reviews. So go get them, and I'll see you in the next video.